Hello then, welcome back to the British Grand Prix. Pretty bad performance from us, all things considered. Third for Piastri, sixth for Duhan. And we're actually quite off the pace here by more than 3/10 to Leclerc, so quite worrying. We might have to cancel our research project. Currently we have 3 slots on research, 1 on design. So we might have to tune that down a little bit, but I still think we're good. We're reaching the almost at the half mark season. This is the 10th race. We have 1 more to do. Then we'll be halfway through. But I think we'll be okay. And I think we're going to go for, once again, the aggressive setup here. Piastri should be able to probably get to the front. Let's go like so, maybe. Oh, sorry. We don't want to do this. It's clear weather all along. And we're going to do this for Piastri, I think. It should be alright. Now, for Duhan, he starts in 6th. He should probably also be able to climb up. But we'll do this, and then we can switch later on if we feel like it's necessary. Let's go ahead and go aggressive. Overtake for both drivers, as we usually do. And let's get started. We had a decent practice too. Got 100% on Duhan, 90% on Piastri. So with that, I feel like we can be quite happy.
It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race. Hold on tight. It's the British Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Now, do you think Piastri can make up spots during the initial here? Let's see. Duhan's angle. Piastri has lost a place to Sainz. Duhan might lose one to Hamilton. Piastri has retaken his spot, which is good. So we'll have to see here how this first, lap evolves or de-evolves, depending on how things go.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Kind of weird braking there, which led to a pocket forming, but we'll get Sainz with that, so I'm happy with it. We'll also be able to catch up to Paris.
Just gained by Williams.
Good job, good job.
Yeah, in general, I'd say this is pretty good. This is the same overtake twice. Piastri up in 2nd, very good. Got him on the straight there. So let's see, can Duhan get Paris here? Same manner? Maybe, depends on how late he is on the brakes.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Take a quick look at Piastri's overtake.
Here.
Yeah, just having more speed, which is very good. Piastri is still scrapping with Perez, but, let him go there. I'm not a fan of when that happens in simulation, it's just a bit disappointing. But we're looking good. Piastri up in 1st. Let's have him deploy here. See if we can get, again, that gap. And we're just going to allow things to just progress a little bit quicker here. Most of the interesting overtakes are probably done. We can watch the replays.
Williams here.
Pretty good. Piastri is creating that gap really efficiently. We are lacking a bit though in the ERS department, so we'll have to do some harvesting. We'll have to use everything Duhan has to get to attach ourselves to Verstappen, I think. And there we are. Can go back to neutral. And hopefully now he'll be able to keep up with those. We're going to have to harvest here actually in Piastri just to make sure that he has something to work with. And that'll allow the others to catch up a bit, but once we get to 40-50%, we should be good. Put it up to 8 times. There we are, we'll put it to neutral. Also go balance down the fuel since we have ERS to work with. Now in terms of Duhan, he's still stuck behind Verstappen and Leclerc, which isn't that surprising considering we aren't using ERS. So let's see now if he can make some moves. Or if he's going to just get stuck behind the 2-man DRS train. Because judging by qualifying, both of these teams had brought some sort of upgrades. So we'll have to probably compare the cars after this race and see how we stack up. Let's give Overtake a shot here. See if we can make something work. Fighting Leclerc. Got him. Leclerc got actually left behind. Duhan up in second. We're going to harvest though, because we are going to need ERS to create that that gap to Verstappen.
Here's the replay.
Let's see what happened to Leclerc.
Now we see the Williams here.
Aggressive move for sure. And
Goodness me. There
Leclerc
they
probably
go.
just, yeah,
Moving ahead of
brakes and let him go. That's a bit disappointing. This might need a little bit of fixing on the simulation in that corner. I believe it's the same place where Duhan, you know, slowed down earlier. Let's go deploy here. Might be a bit soon, but we'll try and create a gap for Verstappen. And honestly, it doesn't look like he'll actually pull it off. So let's just go neutral.
That's a stonking lap.
And we'll allow Duhan to run alongside Verstappen. We'll probably have to save some fuel here towards the end too. As you can see, we are kind of struggling at the moment for fuel. Duhan does have a little bit of a pocket. But yeah, we'll run the ERS on neutral now. If the pocket is maintained, good. If not, we'll allow into the ERS train Verstappen. Should be okay. And we'll speed things up. And as I said, we'll have to see if we need to conserve some fuel towards the final half of the race, maybe. Pit window entered, but again, we do want to allow these mediums to be burnt a bit more. So we'll wait a couple of laps before we pit.
We're not happy with fuel.
I agree, we're not happy with fuel, but not really too much we can do about it right now. We're gonna probably start going lower around lap 25 to 30. But for now, burning a little bit extra fuel, it's not a bad thing. Let's just say it like that. Okay, we're gonna push a couple more laps here, just to make sure that we have that gap for Piastri. If we can create that gap for Duhan too to Russell, that would be great. So we're gonna allow a little bit of pushing here for the next few laps. And by pushing, I just mean we're gonna run the tires into the ground. Yellow flag. Wouldn't actually have anything to say. We're gonna pit anyways for the hard. And they have more than enough room here that even with a pit stop accident, we'll be able to pit both quite reliably. So let's get that done. Piastri been pitted. Duhan been pitted.
wide there.
Duhan actually came out behind Alonso, but Alonso needs to pit, so again, net second. So I'd say it's pretty good. Should be able to overtake Alonso with ease, I think. So yeah, Duhan is already ahead.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Again, strategy works pretty well. We should be able to gain... Well, Piastri already has a pit stop on Verstappen. We'll have to see if Duhan can do the same. Fuel range is still low for both, so let's conserve for a bit. We're going to have to. We are getting towards that halfway point in the race. And Verstappen, Leclerc... they might be trying a one-stopper here, but those tires are going to suffer down the line, so we should definitely be able to just, again, push our tires, do another stop, and just be happy with the whole situation. Let's allow things to just continue. We've entered the pit window. We're going to allow Duhan here to run until we can guarantee that he'll get a decent, you know, pocket away from Verstappen. He's getting closer to it, so we don't want him to be attached to that DRS train. So we have plenty of life left on the tires. We also are struggling, as you can see here, in terms of fuel. We might actually run out of fuel, which... begs the question that if we go light and conserve these tires, for instance, will that save fuel for us? Because if not, we might have to go harvest to slow down the car even more. So, yeah, going low on this saves a bit more fuel. So let's just try and do a little bit of that. We have a lot of room here on the pit strategy. So let's go ahead and get those mediums on. It should be fine. Let's just do the same for Piastri, I think. We're gonna play it safe and just put it onto the mediums. We don't need to sacrifice the softs, run them low, because we just have that much you know, room down to the rest of the pack here.
Oh, we've had a spin.
Let's run them standard, and we'll see if we can manage with the fuel that we have. As you can see here, it's going down quite aggressively. So we're going to run conserve. Not for the tire's sake, for the fuel's sake. Red flagged. Who has had an accident? Both our cars are running.
Red.
Let's see what happened there. Now just focus on the Haas.
Haas seems to be alone. What did he... Okay. That's a very bad one.
There's the hit, and it's crystal clear who was in the wrong there.
Yeah, I'd say...
Our team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
I understand that red flag. Car getting T-boned on the track is definitely not something you'd like to see. So I assume all cars here are going to switch to, you know, softs. Because again, it's just 8 laps. But we are going to suffer fuel here, which is a problem. So we'll switch both of our drivers to soft. No reason not to. The restart is going to get interesting here, especially due to our fuel. So with that in mind, let's keep on going.
After a pause in this race, we are all set and ready once more. And it's lights out and away we go.
That red flag was not good for us. But yeah, everyone as you can see is on the softs. Magnussen and Ocon were the victims. Let's just go standard, and we'll deploy for both of our drivers. We'll try and create a pocket. We'll try allow them to DRS train each other.
We look at reducing the lift and core.
We had a good restart for both of our drivers. So if we can get the pocket here working, that would be great. Shame for Alonso though, because he also had a very good position here for a podium. We'll have to see if he can retain his position or not, but for now it seems like we can go straight on attack, and we have created that pocket for now. So as long as we don't, say, run out of fuel, we'll be good. So as you can see here, it's going down quite rapidly actually, so let's just go standard. We don't need to risk anything as long as we can just maintain a small gap here. We'll be happy. Around 5 seconds. Even, yeah, we should be okay with this. We're just gonna run it to the end like so. Alonso has been pushed down to 5th. Kind of disappointing for him there. Yeah, that red flag really screwed Alonso mostly. Oh, multiple car crash. Tsunoda with a penalty. A virtual one? What exactly happened? We are not going to do anything. We're just going to try and get to the end here.
Let's take a closer look. Now just focus on the Haas.
Nope, the Haas is... sorry, that's an AlphaTauri, not a Haas. I guess he was on the spin and just touched the car, which is unlucky for him. But guess how things are. We're probably going to do this last lap under the virtual safety car then, which is actually good for us because it's, you know, secures that our win. So Piastri first, Duhan second, Hamilton third. All in all, a very good race for us. The red flag made it a bit interesting. Luckily, no real damage to our car, but that was a proper crash there from Ocon and Magnussen, really. One T-boning another. That's not what you'd like to see. In terms of the drivers, again, Duhan is getting a decent gap. Constructors, 60 points now. We're looking great, in all honesty. Thank you for watching the race. It was an eventful one towards the end, and I do hope that you've enjoyed. Please subscribe and ding the bell if you've already done it. I thank you a lot. And again, hope you've enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching.